I finish, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All that talking just sound like a show, I'm just laying.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco, it's Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And Lance will try again on second down. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
All runners counting their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing on first down is Lance. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
To throw again on second down. Lance, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now Lance again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
A lot of people talk about how difficult it is to play in the high air here in Denver, but one group of folks who most definitely don't mind that, kickers. And that one, CD, a career long.
You're exactly right about that, Brandon, because they envy guys like Matt Prater, Brandon McManus, that have spent their careers here. They get to spend a bulk of their time kicking at altitude, and they absolutely love it. So when you get a chance to visit and do it yourself, you feel great about that opportunity.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Cortland Sutton has shown plenty of times that he's a big-time player, capable of making the plays that you need to be a wide receiver 1 in this league. Now his goal is to return to his 2019 Pro Bowl form. 776 yards in 2021. He picks up a first down there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Broncos are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Rolling to his right.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12.
The Niners came over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards for number 11. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Niners have retaken the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Well, Brian, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Hey, zero.
From the 16, Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Second down and goal. Wilson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you...
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam from 4 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. Lance now on first down.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing again on second and 10.
Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Watch it. Six. Strike. White. Blue strike. Red. Yellow. Set.
And they'll go for it. Lance.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They go play action with Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go play action now. Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. From the gun, it's Lance. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Lance going to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to work. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
On play action, Lance.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Gonzalez's kick is good.
And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Williams.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Play action. It's Wilson.
This is Hamler on the crossing route. He's got it.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They're going right back to Hamler.
Touchdown, Broncos.
K.J. Hamler.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. In just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
And that will be incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Lance now on 1st down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
On 2nd and 10, Lance, he'll get this underneath to McCaffrey, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's a win here for the Broncos, and it was thanks largely due to the play of the quarterback, CD, a guy who's been doing it for a while, and that's Russell Wilson.
Yeah, he had a great night throwing the football, wound up with 3 touchdown passes for the game, and his leadership, it really showed through in this one.
So for Denver, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.